What's up guys, Greeny here, and welcome to my first video back on the channel. Pretty excited to be back, and I wanted to get started with something that I did a couple of, or maybe I did one of. It was an Uncharted 3 special edition unboxing video. And I will be here unboxing the 8BitDo, I like to say 8BitDo retro mechanical keyboard here. As you can see, it's based off of the IBM Model M. And the reason why I got this keyboard is because of, just that old school vibe, 90s PC vibe, late 80s PC vibes, that, I really missed, having those growing up. And I just wanted a little bit of that, back in my new setup. So here we are. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right. And we'll do a sound test of my keyboard that I use right now versus this one. It's going to be quite a difference because this keyboard that I use over here is on Cherry MX Brown switches, and these have, I believe, Kailh whites maybe. I think they're Clicky keys, which I don't mind. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing is what it comes up with. So it is a Kailh board, and that was one of the kind of non-negotiables that I wanted. I previously got the Ducky 1 vintage full-size kind of retro keyboard in this kind of same beige and gray. And, going back to a full size, I just couldn't do it, with, playing video games, because I use a low DPI, low sense. So I was just constantly hitting the side of the keyboard. But, yeah, let's check it out. This does have wired 2.4 wireless and Bluetooth. So it is a three-way, which I guess means that you could have 3 separate connections. All right, so here's the box. You got your styrofoam on the inside. I'm not expecting too much out of this, just because you can already hear a little squeaky, but it is on the more, I don't know, quote unquote affordable side, but 8BitDo has been doing a lot of these. They've been pumping them out. But hopefully it doesn't make that noise once it's flat, which I'm pressing down and it's not making anything. So it's just when you pick it up. So right off the bat, it's a nice old school beige that you can probably see here. Nice old school beige colorway with the off. Ooh, that sounds pretty good actually. With the accented gray. So here is our, let's zoom this in here. This is our, I guess, input selector. We got Bluetooth, which is already firing up, so it comes with some battery. Bluetooth off, and 2.4 wireless. I don't have any dongle here, but I'm guessing if you're in the off position and you have it wired connected in, you should be quite all right. We have some clicky, very snappy clicky keys, if you can hear that. Here, honestly, that's exactly, I guess, what I expected of it. I believe the star, I don't know, maybe it's a macro button or something, and then we have like a heart here. This heart would be, I'm assuming, for changing profiles, keybind profiles. Let's get a look here. I've seen some reviews of this keyboard, and not a lot of them give a really good close look at the detail. So hopefully this can kind of do it justice. I know it's kind of scuffed, but hopefully while I'm doing this, my voice isn't too low. going away from the mic here. Okay, let's just feel that out here. This is it feels good. That's all I can say. These are not double shot PBT keycaps, if I'm not mistaken. So they probably will wear over time. I'm okay with that, I guess, for now. So we have instructions. This is just a quick start guide to use those 2 extra button things. There you go there, if you're curious. Really nice retro, I can do this thing that influencers do. Gray colored USB to USB-C cable. We have some stickers, which I will not be using. A little instruction manual here, which you can leaf through at your own leisure. Just kind of telling you what modes there are and what the buttons mean. And a lot of people get them for these keyboards for this here. This is actually has velvet or rubber at the back so it doesn't slip, but like A and B button, which you can map to, I guess, whatever you want. If you want to use it for, I don't know, playing emulators or something, you can probably put it at your feet as a little foot switch. I will probably not be using this. It's kind of neat. It's kind of like 8BitDo's gimmick that they have these, but I'm sure a lot of people find them useful. I might use it for like a toggle mute or something like that. But that's very interesting. So let's see. So this hooks up to the back of the keyboard to a 3.5 millimeter jack. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. Let's do a sound test of my original or my current keyboard. This is the Durgod Durgod Hades 68. So it's a 68% keyboard. I have my arrow keys here and some extra buttons, but I don't have function keys, which is something that I wanted to have, which the 8BitDo does. It has backlighting and your color modes and stuff, but I just kind of leave it standard. Like I said, it has Cherry MX Browns. And let's do a typing test. All right, so that was the typing test, sound test of the 8BitDo. retro keyboard, Model M edition. Feels great, honestly. What kind of threw me off was that this spacebar is almost louder than the rest of the keys, like the clickiness of the keys. But maybe that's the same on all keyboards. I just didn't notice it on my other one. But feels good. The angle, the typing angle is, I believe, a little bit steeper than my current one. Oh, just dropped my headset. That's okay. Keys are a little bit more raised, so that hence why my wrist is a little bit more cocked back to do that. But quite all right. Pretty comfortable. I'm sure I could get used to it very fast. It's very sturdy. It hasn't slipped at all, at least while I was typing. What I like too is that the keys, the clickiness of the keys is very non-offensive. It's not as loud as like a Cherry MX Blue, for example. So I do see that as a bonus. I don't think it came with a keycap puller. Let me check. That's very interesting. So it didn't come with a keycap puller, which every single mechanical keyboard I've ever bought had always come with a keycap puller. And this one, I believe, is fully hot swappable. Not kind of providing the tool to kind of do that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's pull this key, for example. Yeah. So as we can see here, let me unplug this. It is a white switch. And again, if I'm not mistaken, it's Kailh white. But yeah, it's feels good. It's, I think, lighter than MX Brown. Slightly less force. But there is a tactile feedback, so it does have that tactile feedback as a MX Brown does, or MX Blue. But I'm really kind of stoked to get used to playing with this keyboard. I think it fits the vibe of what I'm trying to do perfectly, to be honest. So yeah, there it is. Maybe I'll do a follow-up review, you know, maybe 6 months down the line, something like that. This will be my new main keyboard. So yeah, there it is. Thanks for watching, and welcome back to the channel. If you're an old viewer, if you're new, thankful to have you here. I will be doing another unboxing video of a beige mouse to kind of go with this whole setup, and then maybe eventually even get a CRT and a whole thing like that so we can play some retro games and fit the vibe. But there we have it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when I do upload or go live on YouTube. Hoping to try and get some live streams done soon. But yeah, thanks again for watching. See ya.